Hey guys, Anthony and Rose. Today we're covering two-step dancing for dummies. And if you're watching this...
You're so nice.
All right, so basically what we're gonna cover is we're gonna cover the basic ideas of two-step. And stick around for this. At some point during this video, we're gonna cover some of the misconceptions. And like if you just scroll through YouTube or whatever and you pull up two-step videos, you're bound to find 1,000 different things. So we're gonna settle that dispute on what the basics of two-step are and why you should dance them that way too. All right, so first we're gonna cover two-step as we dance it and show you the basics of that, and then we're gonna give you some examples of some things that you might find online, and then we're gonna break down the two and kind of give you the pros and cons of either one. So the way that we dance two-step is a quick, quick, slow, slow, and we're walking in a straight line. It is 2 quicks for quick, quick, and 2 slows, slow. So it is quick, quick, slow, slow. So the thing you need to know about two-step is two-step is a progressive dance, which means it travels around the room counterclockwise. So regardless of the variation that you'll find online and the different styles of two-step, you'll pretty much find that consistently. Now that count is still gonna be the same, all right? Whether you're dancing one way or the other, that count, that quick, quick, slow, slow is pretty much the same. The important thing to know about what we dance here is that our feet are always passing. They'll never close together. So when we're dancing the two-step, we'll actually dance quick, quick, slow, slow. So you notice each step that we take is directly progressive in front of the last step. So that is actually really important. Now, we're gonna show you some other things that you might see online, and then we're gonna kind of compare the differences. So there's another one, you hear these people say 1, 2, 1, that's one count, which is still quick, quick, slow, slow. People think it's different. But you'll also hear them say 2 steps with the left and then 1 with the right. Totally not true, and I'm gonna break that down. So you're gonna see some two-steps that kind of do this little shuffling thing, right? So you have this little shuffle. And they'll count that 1, 2, 1, which is actually not what's happening. So we've actually posted some videos here where people say, well, back where I'm from down in whatchamacallit, we dance, whatever. I mean, like, it's still the same rhythm. However you count it, this rhythm of 2 with the left and 1 with the right is still quick, quick, slow, slow. All right, so it's not 2 steps with it. You know the only way you can step with the left foot twice in a row? Right? We don't want to do that,
That's
okay?
fun too.
So every time that you step and you bring that foot together, that's another step. So like it's 4 steps regardless of where you're from in the country or no matter what Uncle Bubba taught you. Like it is still going to be 4 steps. Okay,
We love
now
Uncle Bubba though.
he's a great guy.
Yes.
But so here's the thing. So the rhythm is the same. It's still progressive around the room. Here's the benefit, and here's why we don't want to dance with the feet coming together. So if I've got Rose in a dance position here, whether it's closed position or promenade or whatever it is, if she's forward with her left foot, if she has one foot in front of the other foot from this position, I can turn her, right? Now, if she were forward with the opposite foot, let's say that she's forward with her right foot now. If she's forward with the right foot, I can still turn her. Whether she's facing forward or back, if she has one foot in front of the other foot, she is now available to begin a rotation, right? And as we all know, two-step is a very spinny, twisty, turny dance. Now, if her right foot is forward, like this, she can turn to the right. If her left foot is forward, she can turn to the left. Now, which direction could I or Rose turn if our feet are in this position? Try that at home. It's literally not going to work. So let me guess, those of you who can dance this 1, 2, 1 thing, like you're dancing with somebody you're not normally used to dancing with, what happens? Like he goes to lead a turn or something, she's not ready and they feel like, oh, he's forcing her through the turn, or she's not ready and she misses it, she's off balance at the beginning or the end. They feel like they're just, yeah, they're just kind of pulling on each other, or they're just like, forget it, I don't care to dance to music at all. Like, so what happens is in that scenario, it is not an opinion, right? It is not like a separate style. We only teach the way that we teach. Yeah, it's not proper or correct or formal or the right way or the wrong way. What we try to teach is actually just what works according to the laws of physics and things like that. So if she has one foot in front of the other, like if her left foot is back, if she has this position, she literally can actually start or commence a turn. If her feet are together, she just can. And that's not just my opinion, that's just fact, okay? So just know that. The rhythms are the same, they both progress around the room. You're gonna take 4 steps, regardless of whether you count it quick, quick, slow, slow, or 1, 2, 1, or 2 with the left, 1, it doesn't, like, it's just, you know, however you wanna count it. I don't care, you can call it bananas and oranges. I don't care, like, how you count it, it's still 4 steps from one side of the country to the next. But the point that we're getting at is if you have one foot in front of the other, it functionally works, right? So the first thing you gotta know, now, what happens? Here's a question people ask. What if I go to the club? Well, nobody at the bar dances it that way. Okay, now you do shuffly 2-step.
Okay.
So do quick, quick, slow, slow. And if I go still progressing the feet, don't we still stay in sync and it still works? Same thing, if she is progressing, right? So you've got a guy who's asked you to dance and she's progressing the feet, but he's dancing like this, it still works, right? So it is definitely easier and better if you're both doing it that way. However, if you don't, it still functionally works, okay? So now, I'm gonna cover one more thing. Now, for those of you who are beginner dancers, like just earmuffs on because none of this stuff is actually gonna make sense. I'm probably gonna confuse you more. But if you've been dancing a little bit, then hopefully this will be helpful. You also have something that we call momentum, right? Anytime you have motion, you have to have energy that you use to go from one place and start a motion and go. If we have this consistent flow of energy, like her body's constantly moving, she doesn't have to continue to create new energy. She's just gonna continue that through that entire motion. However, if her feet come together, what happens is she steps, and she moves, but now she stops, and now she has to create motion and motion. You actually even see people doing this where it goes kind of this way, and then that way. That's completely not going to help you to be a good, confident, comfortable country dancer, right? Because you've got energy going this way and then you have to redirect it to go back and then you're kind of going this way, but you go and then you stop and then you have to go and then you have to redirect. Like it's not gonna work as well that way. If we have a straight line, if we're coming straight at you, we have one direction, one momentum that has no beginning and no end. It is just consistently moving in that direction. Now for people who dance the other way, one thing that people will bring up is it just looks like you're walking, right? It doesn't look like 2-step. Well, we are just walking, however, we're walking rhythmically. To people who don't like pay attention to the feet, it looks like we're just walking in a straight line, but if you watch the step again, we actually have quick, quick, slow, slow. But if you watch our upper body, it looks like we're just moving at whatever miles per hour that is, but our feet are actually exchanging rhythm to the beat, so the rhythm is still the same. So here's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna demonstrate this music a couple times, and I'm gonna show you the way that we'll dance it, and hopefully the way that you'll learn to dance it, but we'll also show you the other way and show you how the rhythm is essentially the same. And by the way, before we do that, right down here, there's a button that says subscribe. So click that. We post a lot of videos. We just want to know whether you like it or not. You know, if you like it, give it a thumbs up, hit the little bell button, and then when we post something awesome, you'll know everything about it, and then you'll be able to tell all your family and friends and neighbors and strange people you meet off the street. So we'll show that to music, and we'll see you guys next time.